Good evening.
Hello.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us. My name's Barry.
And I'm Jay.
And together we are Mitosu Crafts.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us and welcome to our channel. We're independent Stampin' Up demonstrators based in the UK. So if you live in the UK, France, Germany, Austria, or the Netherlands, you'll be able to purchase current Stampin' Up products from our online shop. Do use the current host code, which can be found on our website at mitosocrafts.com to receive a handmade card from us the following month. And any extra gifts if your order qualifies in the form of free packs of gems or pearls, as well as exclusive tutorial bundles designed by the Stampin' Glam Squad and the Global Creative Project. We put out a couple of live streams throughout the weeks, so if you like what you're seeing, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and consider subscribing to our channel as well. And we do random draws with the projects that we create. So Barry created this amazing card. It's so beautiful, and with the vellum underlay as well, and the die cut. Sorry, am I covering your face?
I just want to go underlay when he does it. Sorry, I just want to giggle.
So yes, so we'll be giving this away. Before we do that, we'll say hello to those of you who have popped in already and popped in a comment. So yes, so just pop in a comment, you'll be automatically be put into the random draw. If you are watching the replay, comment as well and we'll add you to the next random draw as well.
Have you noticed that Jay's trying to get the comments in a lot quicker every single time? It's because because there's less names for him to say. If you noticed, each week it seems to be getting quicker and quicker and quicker.
and you're just delaying me. So hi Delphine, Anne, Susan, Betty H, Sandra, Linda, Gian, Joanna, Rebecca, and then where was I? Krista, hello. Say hello to our moderator, Krista. Thank you so much for looking after the comments. Sandra BL, Mandy Allen, Connie, hello. Sherry, Marion, Linda Van Gesto, Janice, and Maureen. I forgot to say Maureen. Hello, Maureen. Yes. So thank you so much. So hopefully more of you will pop in, but we'll do the random draw from Sunday for this card.
Yes. So let's get that ready for you. That's good. So let's go over to that.
I'll just refresh the page. Wow, 37. Oh, 2 extra. So good luck, everyone. Paula Newman, congratulations.
So Paula, if you would like to message us, please, at barryandjay@mitosucrafts.com with your address details and you're happy to receive this card. Doesn't matter where you live in the world, we will post it worldwide. So yeah, if you'd like it, please pop your address over to us via that email address. Excellent. That was a bit tongue-tied, wasn't it? So there we go. That is your card, Paula, which you have won. Excellent. So I hope you like that. Yeah, excellent. So we're going to hand you over to Jay tonight. You have got Jay. So get your comments in if you want to guess how much he is going to ask. I had a 0 like the other day.
Plus
0.
Plus
0 plus 9. So yes, I'm going to hand you over to Jay.
So yes, I love this card, and it uses the ephemera sequins as well. So the sequin is from the ephemera pack. I have to keep thinking how to pronounce it. So thank you, Krista. So yes, so that is amazing. So for today, I'll be demonstrating again with the Artistically inked bundle. So that's with the stamp set as well as the artistic dies. So last time Barry concentrated on this die, so I'm actually gonna use the leaves die like I did last Wednesday. And also I did show you how to stamp this image last Wednesday as well. If you haven't seen that that video, I went through different ways of stamping these distinctive designs as well. So I'm gonna actually use that one because we haven't really, I showed you how to stamp it, but I didn't actually create anything with it. So I thought I'll do that this evening. So for my first card. I'll just get my stuff. Alright. Ooh, Evening Evergreen. So I have Evening Evergreen cardstock. So the inspiration from this card is actually as well came from stamping and creating a background with that stamp set, and then I'm gonna be using the border from the ephemera pack as well. So if you're unfamiliar with that, I'll quickly show you. So it's this one, and it comes with I think 5 sheets of the same designs like these, and we have kind of like used them up. So you have the borders as well, and then the hexagon 1 2 3 4 5 hexagon, yeah. Is in the middle. I've actually used that as well for another project. So yes, so save those in between as well. If you're a frugal crafter, you can also make things with these in between. So these ones are in between of those ones, and you can make a thicker border if you lay it back in within there. But I quite like it like that. It's really nice, and it's got the sequence as well, which is somewhere. Right, I shouldn't have done that, but yeah, I just wanted to show you those, and I'll be using that as well. So let's get started. So my card base is as usual our normal card base, 21 centimeter by 14.6, folded in half. I'm just gonna burnish that fold. And for my layer, actually, it's gonna be a different one. So we normally have a nice border around, but I'm gonna have this one, and the sizing is 11.6 centimeter by 9 centimeters, or if you're using the US or Canadian letter size, 4/3/8 by 3/7/8. And it was an offcut from a piece that I started playing with, and I was thinking, oh, that's quite an unusual layer, so I'll go with it. You also need a dauber, and I'll get my inks. So I'll be using Evening Evergreen, Memento. What else have we got? Soft Succulent, and Shaded Spruce. So that's that. And you'll also need either a blending brush or a dauber. So I have got my stamp ready in this one. So first I'm gonna use the lightest color, so on the layer. And if you remember, to make use of this stamp, it's actually better to either use your blending brushes or a dauber. So I'm gonna just get a dauber because I'm gonna use the blending brushes to actually blend the edges. Have I got any? What's this? I think I used that for Evening Evergreen, but that's fine. So you can either just go back in straight on it and then just spread it out with a dauber, or to make it even lighter, just do the dauber first thing and concentrate more on the edges as well. So let's just try that on. Yeah, that looks right. Is that? Yes, soft succulent. So we'll just do that. And I'm just gonna basically create this topper and just stamping it on all 4 corners. So I'm gonna do that one. On my I have been playing with this since we got it, but the first time I used it, I actually spritzed the paper, but the paper that I used was only basic white. So the paper creased up, but I'll show you my original piece. we also have an upcoming online class with this one. Worldwide option is still open. It's going to be next Tuesday. But if you follow our blog, you may have seen that we've started putting older classes on there. So if you have missed a class, you can revisit them. So it's quite nice. You don't even have to do all of the border, and then just create random ones. And if you remember the card that I created last Wednesday was like when I spritz the paper first and then let it bleed out, was quite nice. Right, I'm just gonna put something on there. And then just to hide that. But because the nature of the design, it doesn't matter if you go over it too much. So that one was with soft succulent. Now you can add more details on there. So if I'm gonna try it with shaded spruce. So who else have we got? Just check the, there you go. Hi Robin, hi Kathy. So because that soft succulent is lighter than shaded spruce, I'm just gonna use the same dauber. But how many daubers does come in a pack, Barry?
Like 5.
That's what I thought, like the ink spots as well.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna add just hints on the edges. You can even change the direction of it, or use the flower. I did rub it because yeah, that can be like ink blots or ink spots as well, so you can just have hints of that. So I'm just gonna add on the edges. It's only subtle on there, but I quite like that it has different layers of color. Of course, you don't have to layer these colors if you prefer quick card making, or if you're time poor, you can just do the first layer and it already looks quite nice on its own. Right, last one. And yeah, the dauber just kind of like makes the ink on there slightly lighter, so it's kind of like you're stamping off, but when you stamp off, it tends to take off too much ink when you're doing it. So you do have like that. So the next one, hi Debbie, hi Linda, hi Dee. So evening evergreen. So this one I'm just gonna edge. So again, you can still use your dauber to edge it. I'm just gonna use the blending brush. Just to ink up the edges. So yeah, so the first card is kind of like quite inky. Maybe I should have started with the second card, because the second card is more clean looking, or it's mainly kind of like white. Soft succulent, you love soft succulent, Linda. I thought it would be one of my go-to ink from the Ink Color collection, because I do love it as well. But surprisingly, it's the color that I've been using a lot more is pale papaya, with inks, which surprises me because I was like, ooh, it wasn't something that I thought I would use, but we still got the all of them because why not? But yeah, so, and fresh, I thought fresh freesia, double F's, fresh freesia was another color that I thought I would use a lot, but I haven't actually used it that much. Cool. So that is pretty much the topper. I'll just move my stuff. You can just, for quick cards, you can just stamp the sentiment on there and then put that on mini dimensionals. But I'm gonna step it up slightly using the ephemera on there. And I've actually got, oh, did I bring it? Oh no, where's it gone? Yes, I do. Just like Simply Elegant trim. So this one is from the Simply Elegant suite, or Elegantly Said suite, but I thought the gold kind of like goes on with there. But yeah, so I'll show you my original, which is this with the same. So it actually, this one, it was more shaded spruce, and I inked it up with the shaded spruce, and as mentioned, I actually spritzed the card as well, so it's a bit watery in there, so you can do that as well. And then if you just lay that down, a bit of gold trim, and you have a card already. But I'm gonna step it up slightly, and I'm gonna add that on, which is quite nice. And I've also pre-stamped my sentiment. I love that script. And I stamped it in just normal basic white. Yeah, basic white in Memento. And I did fussy cut it beforehand. I was trying to be clever, and I did use my craft knife in between, but I got carried away and I was like, do I really need that? Probably not. But yeah, so you can either fussy cut it or just stamp it on there. But the way I'm gonna construct this card, you may need to, because I want it layered up. So I'm gonna have that flat, and then that one will be layered up. So I'm gonna add that on. So you can use the grid if you want to make sure that it's nice and centralized. But with this one, you can use fine tip blue pen, but I've only got multi-purpose liquid glue, and I'm just going in on small dots in certain areas to stop it from smudging. You could always wait until it dries a little bit. I think there. And do we have sorry, I was looking for a tweezer. This is so old. There we go. Right, I'm gonna have it this way, just so it doesn't matter too much, I guess, where the middle is, as long as it looks straight-ish. So kind of like use the edge and make sure that's lined up nicely on there. Press it down. And now I'm gonna use my trim and with paper tear and tape. So this one, I actually we were talking about taking this out and things like that, so I've actually just created a dispenser out of the packet, and using a hole punch and then you can just hold that in place and then pull it out. And then I added basic white on there just so you can keep it that in place and secured, but it's not the kind of like best looking trim dispenser, but it's okay. We normally just keep it all in the packaging anyway, so I thought I'll just show you that as well. And on one of our online class, actually for this one, or was it another class, I one of the attendees got the, I think it was a trim, a ribbon anyway, and I did I used the packaging and kind of like just wrapped it and then created a dispenser as well, and you can hang it using the tag top or punch or something like that. Or I'm just gonna put this in the middle, lay it down along there just to have that on there. Do I want it doubled up? Do I want you doubled up? Ooh. There we go. So let me get it doubled. Yeah, okay. Snips. Oh, thank you, Francis. It's probably better if you do it before you start using the trim, because this trim, it's quite unruly in a way that it just opens itself up, and once you start using it, I've actually kind of like just quickly wound it back on, so if that happens, I didn't wind it up properly, so it's kind of like just become slightly whatchamacallit, tangled up in there. But I think the silver one's okay because I wound up properly like that. So okay, so that's done. I'm gonna stick that on and then we can finish up. For the first card, what's the time? Wow, am I early? Am I early? Well, it's not finished yet, so we will see. So that's gonna go there. Make sure that that is straight-ish. Turn it over and just secure that. I got inky fingers and sticky fingers, so it's just easier, I find, to do that. Did that move? That's fine. Cool. So now we have that on. There's other things on here as well. So you have sprigs, you have leaves. So I'll just add a couple of those. Do you need any of these, Barry? The leaves, or are you okay? Did you?
No, we've got everything allocated for next week's class.
Yeah.
That's all ours to use.
Okay, because I'm gonna use the. I thought I had some somewhere. The back of it is white. It is slightly coated, so you can color it, but just be aware that it doesn't soak all of the ink up really quickly, so have like either a kitchen towel or tissue, just so you're not getting your fingers even more inky. But you can color it, or you can use your blends to color it if you don't want the gold, because in some cases you wouldn't want the gold. So I'm just gonna add that on there, and then where's the sprig? And the sprig on top. Maybe sprig there. sprig and underneath. Okay, cool, that's fine. Ooh, shall we shape it? I'll shape it. So I'm just using the side of the paper snips. Don't open it up. And I'm just pressing that in my fingers just to shape that as well. And of course you can cut the stalk down if you don't want it too stalky. Alright. And just stick that down. Do I want this in between? There we go. So the stalk is slightly hidden as well, and then we'll just add this on there. Ooh, what did Christine say? Of silver embossed. Ooh, yes. Great idea. I agree with Betty. That's a great idea, Christine. Ooh. Okay, not good. So the tissue paper. Ooh, what can you do with these? I'm sure you can use that for something. Right. You're too stocky. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Right, and then what?
Jeanne's gone too stalky, and you, Jay, is
one for the box, and then just have that in the middle. So of course, if you're gonna have that there, and I might just use, you can use dimensionals. I'm just gonna fold my glue dots, which is, oh, where's the glue dots?
There's 2 boxes of glue dots over here.
Okay, I'm gonna use dimensionals.
There's 1 box of glue dots. No, it's 1. So if we've got 2, oh no, there's 2.
Is there 2? Okay. I may have.
Do you want glue dots?
No, I'm alright.
Are you sure?
I think dimensional is better because it's taller. So yeah.
Sure you don't want to show the glue dots?
No, I'm alright. Thank you. I'll use the edge. I'll be frugal and use the edge. I thought I was so ready. But I was like, do you need anything before we go on? It's like, no, I'm alright. Alright, down below. And down here. There's also like the black dimensionals as well, which I aspire to get, but I haven't actually used it. But it's more for like obviously dark cardstock, but this one is going on light cardstock, so it's fine, it's all good. And do I need one up there? Tiny one. So I'm hoping this would clear that trim in between, and then we can finish up with, I use the key, with the sequins. Oh no. Yeah. Are you straight? So it'll be easier obviously if you don't like fussy cutting, you can just have kind of like a strip of card, or you can do the happy birthday so in a strip. That would be nice as well. Why are you sticky? Because I've got dimensionals on. I put it too high. I didn't want it too high. There we go. Right. There we go. And then finally, if I can find it, sequence. We've used so much already.
Well, those ephemera.
Yeah. Ephemera.
Ephemera. We have, for a change.
I know. Oh, there. Ooh, I was like, ooh. So iridescent sequins, but it's got like a pinky tint to it. That one's moving. There we go. So 1, 2, 1, 2. How do I want it? There. Oh, stay. There. And one more for good measure. And it'll be up down here. There we go. So that's the first card. I hope you like the idea. So using more of the background and the ephemera design. Right, I'll just get this set up for my next one. So if you like to win that one, pop in a comment if you haven't done so, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up button as well. Right. Am I using this for my next card? I can't remember. I don't think I am. Right. That's all done. The window's open. It's quite warm, so it is giving me. I nearly said giving me wind, but it's breezy, so it's blowing that tissue paper. Oh, sorry, that was a bit loud. Okay, so for my next card, so the inspiration for this one was our offcuts. Do you get offcuts like these? But it wasn't the whole inspiration for it, but I wanted to create something using it. So my card base this time is smoky slate, and I've done my basic white layer the same as like proportion, so it's in proportion of the card, and that one is that 9 as well? Yeah, so that's 9 by 13 point, I want to say 1. Yeah, no, yeah, 13.1. So that's 1.5 smaller than the card front, or that would be, ooh, that's, what's that, 3, 6, 9, 1.5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8 of an inch smaller, or if you want to be a bit more specific, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 16th of an inch smaller. Right, I'm just gonna have a quick sip.
Mandy has asked, do we know what stamp set we're using to give it a well class yet?
So I did put down Stella Birthday, because it kind of like matches with it. So you have the rockets to play with. You can the rainbow card that I did use hand pen for the sentiment, but if you're using Stella Birthday, you can just use any sentiment on there. But the other two cards, I was planning on using the Stella Birthday more for like the small stuff, but you can use other things. But we haven't really, the other two projects we haven't discussed yet. So
So are we making that rainbow card?
yes, we are. Yeah. Right. So this one is gonna go that way, and I'm gonna be using rectangle die. So the idea for this one is actually the layout was, do I have the other one? Having kind of like panels. So for a quick and simple card, you can do panels like this. I did have just like any offcuts that you have. I'm not gonna do simple one because I've only got a few of these. And then have, oh yes, I was gonna use the ephemera. I pre-die cut my leaves. This one, I had to cut one of the two off, so you can just have that and then have a sentiment, and I think that works quite nice, showcasing a tiny bit of the DSP, because you don't want to be getting rid of that. That's just so pretty, don't you think? So I thought I'll step it up a little bit more. So I'm gonna die cut onto here with the rectangle stitch die, which is where oh, it's next. Is it next to me? It's next to me. It is next to me. There we go. So stitch rectangles, or however it's called. So you have, this is all tangled up. So I'm gonna, so whatever, I'm just looking at how tall my papers are actually, so that one will work. Yes, okay, I'll do it with that one. I thought I had another smaller one. Okay, well, I can't find it, so I'm just gonna use that one. So I'm just gonna die cut that bottom right, so you can either use removable tape so it keeps it in place in the suki. Right, I'm gonna just move my stuff along. And yeah, so removable tape, I'm just gonna add that one. So not too far on the right hand side and not too far down, because if we're gonna have that on there, that is done. So yes, so that one I'm just gonna die cut there. I hope my DSP is long enough. I thought there was another die. And whilst we're here, I'm going to emboss that layer as well. Might as well. We have the suki out. So I'm gonna use the painted texture. So the painted texture is this one. It is a 3D embossing folder. I missed the subtle, which has retired. But I was thinking, if you wanted just like subtle embossing, can I use my texture, my textured plate? Shall I do that first? Okay, I'm gonna do that. Alright. I'm just gonna see. I've turned it upside down to see if it's gonna give me texture. It might not. I probably need shim or something to make it a bit more texturalized. No, well, ish. It's made it so if you have textured plate, you can have subtle embossing on your layer as well. But anyway, I'm gonna put this on the 3D embossing thing, and I will actually flatten it a bit more because it, even though it's subtle, it's still a bit too busy for my liking. So because it is a 3D embossing folder, you will need the number 1 plate and the number 4. Ooh, which is that one. Oh no, I still need that one. So just to show you, it looks it's still one of my favorite embossing folder, and it reminds me actually of my parents' wall. Doesn't it yours, Barry?
What?
Doesn't it remind you of my parents' wall?
What
The textured.
Yes, it is.
So yes, so if I do like the design, but I want it flattened, so I'm gonna go back in, put my plates again, and then I'm just gonna run that through. Because sometimes you don't want it to raised up, so I still have the design. I just need to erase it, but yeah, it's not as prominent as before. Yet our plate's slightly inky, or I think it's residue, not ink, but what's it called? So I'm just rubbing that off. See, this is why I think the Stampin' Cut and Emboss is really, the pressure is really good on it, because I created one. I'll show you another one. I used our old Big Shot, and it didn't flatten it as much as this. Right, I think that looks clean. So another idea I had was, you can use the small thin one and you can create different panels, and then you can still have underneath like that. And you can see that one I actually run through the Big Shot with the plates, and it's still a bit more prominent. So this one is really subtle now, which I love. So that's gonna be there. And are you gonna be too much? Ooh, I think it's just gonna be fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay this down to where I want it, and I'm gonna use good old pencil just to mark the base. So that's just so I know, because I am using, yeah, and I'm just gonna add that flat on. Of course you can use that, but I've got the DSP, so I might do some stamping. I kept it lying down. Oops. So I'm just gonna add that on. Make sure I'm hitting that point. Of course, if you have bigger ones, you don't have to do that. You can just lay it down. But so that's gonna go on top like that in dimensionals. So this second card is actually DSP and the die cuts. I'm not actually, the only thing that I'll be stamping is the sentiment, and I'm gonna use this one. So this one is from the ephemera pack, which is the in-between. Can I get it? So it's actually the middle bit of this one. This is it. That's the in-between of that. So I'm gonna use that off. Well, I'm saying off cut, but they probably did it so you can use it as well. So that's done, and dimensionals. So you can use the foam strips. So if you're doing big areas, what's the time? Wow. Next thing, I thought it was. It's gone quick. So that one, and actually, I'm gonna cut that in half because I'm there. So this one, you definitely want to make sure that it's not gonna be saggy. So I am doing a lot more than I would, but I saved on some. So take that off. At some point, it's just too much backing in one go. So just do that, and then that's just going to be laid on top. So I'm just standing up to make sure that I do place it where I want to. Straight-ish, so it's fine. So if you want, just to make sure that you can see that there's just because there's no backing in the middle, it might look a bit funky. So just to show you the pre-die cut against this, so it's basically I've cut off the bottom edge of that, and that's just basic white. I'm just gonna have that going up, and I'm gonna have that, and I'm gonna do some stamping. This tree one, which is like mini flowers, I guess, which you can, oh, I've already taken it out, which I guess you can have as embellishment, so that's what I'm gonna do with those. Find big enough piece, and this one I'm gonna stamp in pale papaya. I'll probably do 2, die cut it, because it does come with the die cut. So last time I used this with polish pink, I think, for my last card, the previous video. So that's done, and I'm just gonna die cut that. Ooh, it's gonna fall. Right, there we go. And the die is there. So there. There we go, and then just move that along. Right, I probably won't use all 6, but move. Right. Yeah, what else would you use this? I know they look like flower buds, I guess, but I thought it would look cool as a embellishment. Of course, you have the sequins as well to use, or the gold faceted gem as well would look nice, or the in colors. The in colors would look nice. So this one, yeah, that's fine. So the in between one actually look nice because you can have it coming out or in between, and then have that going in again, the two. But with this one, I'm just gonna have it on one, if that makes sense. Yeah, on top, because with this one you can weave it in and out, which I thought was quite nice, like that. Have that in there. But this one, I'm just gonna stick that down there, and I'll probably lay that underneath. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So more towards the left. Big there, and then I'm just gonna go slightly over there. Oh, I shouldn't have done that in between, should I? I hope it won't. That's fine. And then that's just gonna go through there or down there. Yeah, in and then up. So again, just dot it up. Because I don't use the fine tip glue pen that often, I tend to forget that it's more watery as well. So that's why I prefer multi-purpose liquid glue. But if you use the fine tip glue pen, have you got any tips? There we go. Insert that in. Did I insert it? There. I'm gonna push that inside. Oh, stick. I can't remember which ones I pressed down, but I quite like the leaves slightly going up anyway, so it's not fully stuck down. It should be stuck down where I want it stuck down, but turn it over. Tell Jay they can be used as ephemera, huh? Oh, it's these ones, do you mean, Krista? We've never heard it. I was just like, whoa. So weird. So that's from there, so you could always just use that, but it covers that there is another die in the rectangle stitch as well, which you can use. Is that gonna be too? That just fits. There was. Oh. Where's the dice? A tiny one. So if you wanna keep that like so, are you gonna be too long? You are too long. I'll just do hello. I'll just do hello. And I'll just cut that down. Okay, so we have ooh, that fits nice. It's too big though, isn't it? I just want small. Okay, I'll go with it and see. So we've done Bell Papaya, Worst Evening Evergreen. I can't remember if I've already said I like using Evening Evergreen for sentiments because it just gives it a tint. Right, did I place, so red rubber, just when you place it, see if you can place it straight. I don't think it's that's slightly wonky. We'll see. Yeah. Cool. So you can either just cut that down or run it through the machine again. Which means I'm just gonna cut that down. Where's the die? There. So you can, so to keep the stitching all the way around, you can just reinsert it because of the stitching, and then just run that through. So I'm just gonna finish this up and then
You nearly done?
ooh, yeah, I'm just gonna add the Bell Papaya as well. Oh, sorry, wobble wobble. Wibble wobble table. Wibble wobble. Yeah, I love smoky gray. Smoky slate. And basic gray. Especially when you have like really bright color against it as well. So that can just go there, slightly in. And I'm gonna add dimensional on the left or right. The right. So that is hello. And then that can go there. I blobbed. Just take off excess. Go. So that's just gonna. Just wanted it slightly off and on, so it's kind of like staggered. So you have the leaves coming out, and it just breaks that gold on there. And then we can add these up. Where's the thing? Hi, Julie. Ooh. So I'm gonna place it first where I want it, because if it stays in place, I don't need a big tool. I got stickiness right there. That. Don't be so loud. Yes, I can. 1, 2, 3. I want 5. There. That's too big. Don't like it. There you go. How does that look? Does that look okay? I'll keep it within the. Yeah, that looks alright. Oh, thank you, Linda. And Judy, thank you so much. So that goes there. sometimes I just use this to just, there you go. Yeah, because it's double-ended, and you can screw the top, so instead of it sticking on my fingers, I can just use the take your pick tool. And there we go. That is the second card, which you can win next live. I hope you enjoyed that one.
Are you done?
Yes, I am. So that's the second card. I think you can get in. And the first card that we'll be doing the random draw on is this one. So I really like this card. I'm quite happy with that one. I wasn't sure how it was gonna, although I did the kind of like the original one. I didn't know how it would look with the card base. Oh, hello Tommy. So Tommy's just in between us and wanting attention. So whilst Barry is setting the random draw, have you got anything? Have you shown your thingy?
What's my thingy?
Your Sunday. Oh no, we showed your Fanciful Friday, didn't we? Already.
There, but I figured you could tell everyone
yeah.
There again.
So this one was created for the Spot Color Challenge. So it is Calypso Coral, Coastal Cabana, and Pale Papaya using hand pen bundle. A bit of fussy cutting, and it's actually, oh wow, Jeanette, thank you so much. Thank you. Hi Shell. Hi Karen. And the inspiration for this one, as well as the Spot Challenge, is actually the project from Lola Lawrence, who is part of our TNT design team, and she actually shared how to create this box from our online craft retreats, and it's so easy to make. Probably make loads of these, and for those of you who joined us on the online craft retreat, I hope you enjoyed this project as much as we did as well. I was just amazed. Hi Tommy. So that's got Tommy's
Tommy's seal of approval.
Seal of approval. And for those of you who haven't seen the Give It a Whirl card that we'll be creating, what is this happening?
He's slowly working his way across the table.
So this one will be one of the projects that we'll be creating for the online class. Do you like it as well, Tommy? Look. So yes, so hopefully, yeah, so that's using the blends, and if you'd love to see how to make this card, book into our online class. Cool.
Excellent. I'm just going to pop the names in now. So the last name has been taken.
So bear with.
So yes, Tommy is wanting to come in and say hello to you all, and he's slowly just edging his way across the table. So good. Excellent.
Cool. Right, so I'll go over. Yeah.
Yep, that's it. And the winner of Jay's first card is going to be Sylvia.
Sylvia, congratulations.
Sylvia, please message us, Barry and Jay, at mitosucrafts.com with your address details and that you're happy to receive this card.
Yes, congratulations again. So there we go. Well done. I hope you love this card as well.
Jay's just pushing me off camera here.
Pushing you off? No, I didn't even move.
Well, exactly. Come on.
Tommy's on the move. So yes, so congratulations, Sylvia. There we go. Amazing. And I do love this card as well, even if I say so myself. Hey, Tommy.
Say hi.
So yeah, pop in a comment and for a chance to win this card. And yes, anything else?
No, that's it. Sorry, I'm just enjoying Tommy. So we'll be back with you again, same time, same place on Sunday.
Yes, Sunday.
Excellent. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed that tonight. Yes, and Sylvia, message us with your details.
Cool. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you all.
everyone.
See you soon.
Take care.
Bye bye for now.
Bye.